Today we have this 2021 Acura TLX with a 2.0 liter turbo, and this is an all-wheel drive. This is a beautiful car, and we're gonna be replacing the rear brake pads on this one. As you can see, this is a TLX with Ace H all-wheel drive. All right, let's get started. All right, first thing we're going to do, open the hood, and let's check if they have this the brake fluid. I believe this one might be electronic, I'm not sure, but no, I think it's right here. Brake fluid is hiding right here, so we gotta open this up. This one need to open up. Let's get something to pry it up. Okay, actually this one says push, so you push that, push those tabs, there you go, push down all of them, just push it down, and hopefully they should just come up. Let's see, there you go, then they come up. Oh yeah, just how to push that tab, that'll come up. So from there we can open this reservoir. See, it's a little low, but that's gonna go up once we push the calipers in. So we're just gonna release the back pressure there, and then let's go ahead and remove the wheels on the rear. Okay, we're gonna start removing this is the passenger rear side wheels. We're gonna start with that, and we'll be using a 22 millimeter. Last one out. Let's go ahead, set this aside. All right, once we set that aside, you look over here, the rotors. Let's go get a bit closer here. The rotors aren't the worst. We can reuse that. Well, we know the pads are pretty low. And if you notice, this has a electronic parking brake, and that's going to be the difference with the other brake system. Before we push the calipers in, we're going to need to push that electronic parking brake, so we can access and service this one. Okay, first thing, we're going to remove the electronic part for the electronic parking brake. I'm going to show you back here. There's one bolt right here. That's a 5 millimeter Allen, and the other side is hard to see, but it's close to this connector. We're not gonna unplug the connector, so we'll see if I can go through here and we'll look at it. Can't really see. Let's see. There, right there. So one of the Allen right there, bolt, and the next one is right underneath here. So that one, it's hard to see. Okay, to access the electronic parking brake, you have to get this out. That one, the Allen bolt right here. This one there, and one is down here. That one. I don't know if you can see my finger right there. So we're gonna remove that. It's by the connector. So those two need to be removed, and we have 5 millimeter Allen. Let's go ahead and remove that one. this is not really tight to install or to remove. We don't have to disconnect the power connector that goes here, so we don't have to trigger any sensor or any light, and that's going to be, and right now it's supposed to be not engaged when you do this. So I got one out, as you can see, one of them out. This is the other one. Okay, it's two out. Let me go ahead remove this one. It should slide out. Spin it just a little bit. There you go. That one's out. So I got this out. So I'll set that aside. And this one, you can go ahead and turn it. So this one, you're gonna need an E-Torx bit. This is a 12. And if you're facing here, you can turn it counterclockwise. And you can use it by hand with no problem. Or get a wrench, a ratchet if you want. But you should be able to turn it until max it out. And then we can remove the calipers. Once you got that, let's go ahead and remove this hardware retainer clip. You're just gonna push this down and pull out. You should be able to remove it by hand. You should lift up this way. You can have a flat screwdriver if you want, but by hand would be okay. Let's see, there you go. See how easily you managed to remove that? And the new part comes with that. So once we have that, we're gonna go ahead and remove these. It's a little cover here, and this one will be an Allen size 7. So let's remove that, and we should be able to remove this piece. One's out. The next one should be out as well. Alright. Then we can slide this out with ease. Alright. Then, when you get this out, we should be able to push this with the breeze. We're going to be able to push that because we release the tension on the electronic parking brake. And this one, so remove this one. Remember, the one with these clips goes to the back side, and the sensor is in the back side. Alright, because this one has a notch on the middle of the caliper, and I use this tool so we can put the notch in there perfectly and push and turn. We'll be able to push and turn this one. Let's see. This one is there. Okay, this one is there. It's placed perfectly. We're gonna turn it. Make sure this is turned all the way. So snug tight. Once it's in place, go ahead, turn this one. As you can see, this one is turning and it's going in at the same time. There you go. Until it go retract all the way in. If you don't remove that electronic parking brake, you won't be able to push that in. And this process, you don't have to put it in the maintenance mode or setting any lights in your dashboard after disconnecting those electronic parking brake. All right, that's all the way in, I believe. Okay, let's go ahead, release this, and then let's go ahead and put the brake pads. Before we put the brake pads, let's go ahead and clean it. This area with the brake cleaner. Same thing with this caliper area. That's clean. And then normally let it dry faster. There you go. All right. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my new brake pads. So I got a new brake pads here. I'm using this power stop. I love using this power stop. So see, you got a new hardware here. Let's open this up. Okay, so here's the one with the clip on top and the sensor. This goes on the back side and this goes on the front side. But before that, we're gonna put some grease on this stuff in this area. Let me see, so you won't squeal. You're gonna put some here on the contact points. Same thing here in the calipers. And then I'm gonna put some here because this. Be careful you don't hit the put some in the rotors. You don't want to put there. So if you want, you can go ahead put it directly to this one. That's much safer. Then the other side here. All right, so that should be okay. Then you can go ahead, place this back here. Okay, and then let's go grab the other side, the front side. Even if you put some over there, we're gonna go ahead, dab some here. There you go. That's good. Let's go ahead. That's gonna slide here as well. All right, so those are good. Let's go ahead and put these in. As you can see, it goes slide very smoothly. You have room to put it in. Then let's put everything back, tight this, and then let's put the hardware in front. All right, once you have this, you go ahead and torque it. sure you got a torque wrench on that one. And here we're gonna have a brand new where did it go? Brand new clip. We're gonna have this brand new hardware. It goes down here. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and put this brand new clip. You gotta get this down first. Put it in there, and then you should be able to do it but with just a hand. See that? Simpling down here. Slow. It's in there. That's good. It's holding it down. Then from here we can go ahead and install this electronic parking brake. Remember, we still did not remove this connector, and to put this in should be pretty straightforward. Make sure that that is aligned to these gear. You might need to twist it just a tad bit to make sure it's aligned. You might turn it just a little bit and it should go in pretty good. If it doesn't, you can go ahead and twist this back towards clockwise. If it doesn't align, you can go ahead, counterclockwise. Let's see. You know, turn this just a little bit. If it doesn't align, and there you go. So I just moved that just a tad bit and then it go flush. So that's good enough. Then we're gonna go ahead and put the bolts in. Right, this is good, and the other side will be good. Here, and it doesn't have to be really tight on this one. Hand tight will be good, because we didn't even remove this. Like, it wasn't even hard to remove it. But make sure you don't tight one side, you tight it both sides evenly. All right, once we're all done, the last thing we're gonna do is clean this one more time and double check our work. Then let's put the wheels back on, torque that lug nuts, and then one more thing before we actually drive this. Of course, we're gonna do the other side, the driver's side, same thing, same process, no difference. We're not removing the connector, but remove the electronic parking brake first, then adjust it so we can push that and then replace the brakes. All right, then torque them lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds. You're gonna check your brake pad, your reservoir, if it's still low. If it's low, you're gonna fill it up just a little bit, but this one is still in good level. This tab, you just push it up, push it all the way up, all of them, before you actually close them. Then it will lock down. There you go. Then it will lock. All of them should be locked down. So we're done with that. Then what we're gonna do is go to the car, press the brake, a couple times. Let's go ahead and start the car. Okay, once the car running, what you're gonna do, hold the brake, release it. See that? Activate it a couple times. On and off. Let me focus it real quick. And then once you cycle this parking brake a couple times, put it in drive, make sure it's working. Put it in reverse as well, that it's holding. And after that, disengage it again. And then that's it. As you can see, there's no lights, no anything. Everything works perfectly. And then that's it, guys. We're done. Alright guys, now we're done. And that's how you do the rear brake pads on this 2021 Acura TLX with electronic parking brake. It's pretty easy, it's very doable. If you have any questions, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then ask, message on my comment section. Alright guys, till next time, peace.